Okay, guys, earlier I gave you some vocabulary that you wrote in your math journal on place value, about place value. Now, here I'm going to show you ways to show a number. Okay, so we learned that the value of a number depends on where you place it. Okay, so right here you could see these are your ones, your tens, your hundreds, your 1,000s place, your 10,000s place, your 100,000s place, and your millions place. Okay, so if you put a number here, this is your one. So you have two ones. Here you have a six. So you have six tens. So the value of this six here is 60 because it's in the tens place. So here you have an eight. So it's in the hundreds place. So the value of this eight is 800. Okay. Here you have a 7 in the 1000s place. So this 7 here, the value of this 7 is 7,000. Okay. This 5 is in the 10,000s place. The value of this 5 is 50,000. This 3 right here in the 100,000s place has a value of 300,000. And then this one right here has a value of 1 million. Okay. So, ways to show a number. Standard form. Okay, let's work with this number. Let me get another color. This one. Let's look at this number. 753,246. Okay? 753,246. Okay, that is the standard way of writing this number. Okay, let me do this real quick. Think of it this way. I'm going to use this red and this blue. Okay, here we have our 6 ones, we have 4 tens, and we have 2 hundreds. We have 3 thousands, we have 5 10,000s, and we have 7 100,000s. Okay, so this is the standard way of writing a number, the way that you always, the normal way of writing a number. Okay, now word form. When you look at the word form, you have to remember that these commas right here, these commas, they you use place name of each comma when you read a number. Okay, so let's see this comma right here. When I get to it, I'm going to say 1,000 because this is my ones, my tens, my hundreds, and then this is my thousands. So I would say in word form would be, I would read this right here. I would read this part of the number. So I would read 753 because if you cover that, that's what I see. 753. 753. Then I see a comma. Okay, this is, I'm going to say 1,000. 753,000. That's where I see my comma. And then I'm going to read this number right here. 753,246. Okay, so I am reading it like in parts. Okay, so first I see this, I start reading it from the left, and I see this piece right here. So I'm going to cover everything else, and I see 753, right? And then a comma. So I'm going to say 753,000, and then I see this 246. Okay, and always remember that if you have a 2-digit number, you use a hyphen. This is called a hyphen right here. So 53, I use a hyphen. 46, I use a hyphen. So it's 753,000 246. Okay? And do not use the word and. Do not say like 246. No, you don't use the word and. That's when you're into decimals and all of that. But right now, you just have to know that it's 753,246. Okay? Now, base 10 form, all this is like your model, your picture. Okay, let's represent the number. Let's just do this part, the 246. Or even, okay, let's do the 3,000. We'll do 3,246 and we'll make a model of that, okay? So to draw the thousands, I would do squares. I'm gonna have 3,000s. And on these squares, I'm gonna put little tiny corners on them. And these are gonna be my thousands. I have to make them nice and neat so when I make my picture, I could tell what I'm doing. I have 3,000s, so I'm going to make 3,000s. I have 200s, just squares with no corners, just these squares with no extra corners. My tens, I have 4. I'm going to show 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are my tens. And then for my 6, when I draw them out, I'm going to go dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I like to keep 5 here and then the extras on the side. Okay, so that's just the model. That's a base 10 form. That's when we use the model to show, like when we're doing the manipulatives. Like I'll show you real quick. So see, like these would be my lines. These would be my squares. I don't have the thousands, but those would be like the cubes. And then the tiny little ones, I make them dots to represent these little ones. Okay. And finally, you have your expanded form. Remember that expanded form just means that you are decomposing the number, you are breaking it apart. And so if you have, let's break this number. Let's write the expanded form of 753,246. Let's write the expanded form of that. Okay. So how many 100,000s do I have? I have 7. And then all of these become 0. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and it's 1, 2, 3, and then a comma. Okay, so I have my 700,000, and then remember I put a plus sign. Now let's go with the 5. Okay, this is in my 10,000s place. So I have a 5 here. So I have a 5, and then every other one, 1, 2, 3, 4, they become zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 50,000, and then my plus sign. Okay, let's go with my thousands place. I have a 3, and everything to the right is a 0. Okay, because it's 3,000. And then plus, I have my 2 in my hundreds place, and then everything to the right, 1, 2, 0, 0. And then I do my tens. I have a 4. How many numbers to the right? Just 1. So I have 1, 0. Plus, finally, my ones. And that is the expanded form, or the way you break down 753,246. Okay? So I will take a picture of this and I will add it right below this video. I'll add it on there so you could write all of this in your journal. And that's it. So just remember that the place is the location of a number and the value is what it's worth. Okay, that's where we get place value from. So the location of the number, for example, the 8 is in the hundreds. The value of 8 is 800. Okay, and that's it.